So what exactly are closing costs? Understanding closing costs can be somewhat difficult. So today I'm going to give you an overview of everything that you're going to be paying when you go to sell your house.
Get it that I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up.
So today I'm going to be giving you an overview of everything that you're going to be paying during closing when you go to sell your house. But before we do that, I'm going to ask you a favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel because it really helps me with all the YouTube people, and then hit that notifications button so that you're the first to know when I drop new videos. Let's get into it. So what exactly are closing costs? Closing costs are the fees that you will pay in order to liquidate any asset. The asset we're going to be talking about today, obviously, is real estate. Who pays closing costs? Both buyers and sellers pay closing costs. However, the buyer usually going to pay the bulk of the closing costs. Now, a lot of times your buyers will be negotiating with you in order to reduce their closing costs, but I also want to help you selling your home reduce some of your closing costs as well.
Thank you, aging hippie liberal douche.
So let's take a look at some of the common fees that you're going to pay when you get ready to sell your house and how much you're going to walk away with at the end. Attorney's fees. First, you're going to probably end up paying some type of attorney fees, or you're going to be paying a title company, and a title company is just a big group of attorneys. The fees that title companies charge vary. As a homeowner here in Montgomery County, you don't have the option to tell the buyer which title company they have to use, but you can use your own title company and then just do a split settlement. They're really, really annoying, but you can do that if you want to. I always advise against it, quite frankly. But if you have a title company that you're familiar with and they charge cheaper rates than the title company that your buyer's going to bring, then I'm all for it.
Thank you.
Credits towards closing. In this market, it's not unusual at all for the buyer to ask for closing cost credit. You want to have that in the back of your mind and budget for that. In the event, you need to give them a closing cost credit in order to make the deal work. Escrow fees. Some title companies charge escrow fees. The escrow is simply the amount of earnest money deposit that the buyer put up. The escrow account is a neutral bank account that the title company owns that just ensures that the buyer is actually going to perform on the contract. And sometimes they charge a fee for holding it.
Hello, Mrs. Farnickel. How are you today? Making a deposit, are we? Great. We can just put that into your retirement account and make it go to work for you, and it's gone.
HOA fees. Just like taxes, you'll need to make sure that your HOA fees are caught up before closing. If they're not caught up before closing, they're going to take them out at closing. Prorated taxes. This one always used to be super confusing to me. The way it works is if you've already paid your taxes for the upcoming year and you sell before the new tax year comes around, the amount that you already paid gets prorated back to you. And then the new buyer will take over from the day he purchased the property. Real estate commission. In Montgomery County, Maryland, the homeowner pays the listing agent and the agent that brings us a buyer. In Montgomery County, Maryland, your commissions are 100% negotiable. Recording fees and transfer taxes. Your local or county government will charge you a fee whenever you exchange property. The seller is usually responsible for the transfer and recordation tax, and you will have to pay Montgomery County transfer taxes as well. Title insurance. Title insurance is an insurance that you will have to buy as a one-time fee, and it protects you from any claims against the property. Like if somebody said they actually owned it and they didn't really own it, and then they tried to come and claim title on your property. Whether they were successful or not, you have that insurance policy that will pay in the event there's some type of title insurance claim or just an error on the title. That insurance protects you and protects your interest in the property. So a good rule of thumb when you're looking to sell your house is 8%. When you take all the fees that you're going to be paying, commission, transfer, recordation tax, title fees, usually ends up somewhere around 8% of the total sales price of your property. Go ahead and deduct that from the amount that you're going to be selling your property for, minus your mortgage, and that's going to give you around how much you're going to net. And as always, when do you pay closing costs? Closing costs are always paid at settlement. You never have to reach in your pocket and write anyone a check. All of the money comes from the proceeds of the sale of your house. Now I need you to do 3 things. Like this video, subscribe to my channel because it really helps my channel grow and helps me get in good with the YouTube folks. And then hit that notifications button so that you're the first to know when I drop new content. I'm Dan the Realtor, and if I don't have your business yet, I'm working hard to earn it. But a title company is just a budget that you want to have that in the back of your mind. And so a few months ago, I ran into a client.